Friends, today's story is inspired by a terrifying experiment that was officially erased from records. But its consequences could never be buried. This is not just a horror story. It is a warning about what happens when science crosses a line it was never meant to cross. In the early 1970s, a group of radical researchers believed something deeply disturbing. If enough human minds believe in the same imagined entity, that entity can begin to exist. According to them, belief itself could create reality. What started as a psychological theory slowly turned into a forbidden experiment, one that would destroy every person involved. The story takes us back to 1974, inside a quiet lecture hall at Oxford University. Professor Joseph Calder, a brilliant but controversial scientist, was giving a lecture on abnormal psychology and unexplained human behavior. Instead of using textbooks, showed his students disturbing footage of a young boy named David. The child claimed that another personality lived inside him, something dark and intelligent. Joseph explained that David believed this presence was real, while science insisted it was only imagination. Joseph had tried to cure him using experimental methods, but the case ended in failure. Then Joseph shocked everyone by revealing that the experiment had not ended. It had simply moved on to a new subject. That subject was a young woman named Jane. Joseph had assembled a small team for this experiment. Harry handled the technical equipment, Christina monitored psychological behavior, and a new cameraman named Brian was hired to record everything. Brian was practical and skeptical. He didn't believe in spirits or possessions for him. This was just another documentary job. But Joseph warned him clearly that strange things might happen and that fear would be their biggest enemy. Jane was kept in an isolated research facility far from the university. When Brian arrived, he was shown footage of her previous sessions. Jane claimed there was something inside her, an entity she called Avi. She said it hated her, controlled her, and never let her rest. Despite repeated attempts, the entity never directly appeared. Harry later revealed that Jane was being deliberately deprived of sleep because exhaustion made her more vulnerable. This immediately disturbed Brian, but Joseph justified it as a necessary scientific method. Jane's past made her the perfect subject. She was an orphan who had been adopted and returned multiple times. Every family reported unexplained incidents, objects moving, whispers at night, shadows where no one stood. Eventually, Jane ended up under Joseph's supervision, and he became convinced she was the key to proving his life's work. When Brian finally interviewed Jane alone, he was unsettled. She was calm one moment, emotionally broken the next, and suddenly burst into laughter, like a stranger wearing her face. Joseph dismissed this behavior, warning Brian never to trust what Jane made him feel. According to Joseph, emotions were her strongest weapon. Joseph then revealed the true purpose of the experiment. He believed Jane possessed powerful telekinetic abilities. His plan was to extract the negative force inside her and transfer it into an external object, the way a disease is removed from the body. If successful, this discovery could redefine humanity. To begin, Joseph brought out a doll meant to receive the transferred energy. Jane reacted immediately, whispering that Avi hated the doll and would not cooperate. Soon after, the university cut all funding, declaring the experiment unethical. Joseph was furious, but refused to stop. Harry, Christina, and Brian chose to stay, even without pay. That same night, they secretly moved Jane to a new location. As they unloaded equipment, Brian's camera captured something chilling. The van door opened on its own with no one nearby. It was the first sign that they had already lost control. In the new facility, EMF scanners surrounded Jane's room to detect unseen energy. At first, nothing happened. During a break, Brian tried to comfort Jane, bringing her a flower and speaking gently. She smiled sincerely, and for a moment, she seemed like a normal young woman. But that night, chaos erupted. Objects began flying across the room violently, as if thrown by invisible hands. Everyone was terrified, except Joseph, who called it a breakthrough. As tensions grew, Brian noticed Harry and Christina growing careless and emotionally distracted. Meanwhile, Jane began manipulating Brian's sympathy, drawing him closer. Joseph intervened, warning that Jane understood emotions too well and could easily destroy him. The next day, Jane was caught ripping the doll apart violently. Moments later, she attacked Christina without warning. When Brian restrained her, she turned on him, forcing Joseph to step in. During another session, EMF levels spiked dangerously. Jane claimed Avi was showing her visions of fire. To test this, Joseph burned her hand slightly with a candle. At first, she felt nothing. Then she screamed in pain. Something inside her was reacting. Brian was horrified, realizing the experiment had crossed into torture. Later that night, Brian heard disturbing noises upstairs. He found Jane standing alone, covered in blood. She had harmed herself but remembered nothing. Christina demanded medical help the next morning, but Joseph refused, obsessed with finishing the experiment at any cost. Brian offered to help Jane escape, but she refused, believing the experiment was her only path to freedom. The final sessions pushed reality beyond explanation. Smoke poured from the doll. Jane screamed uncontrollably, and something long and dark appeared to emerge from her body before vanishing. Everything was recorded. Joseph declared victory, while Brian demanded the experiment be stopped. A temporary break was agreed upon, but the damage was already irreversible. Reviewing footage, Brian noticed the most critical moment had been blurred. He suspected manipulation and tried to expose Joseph by destroying the doll, only to watch Jane collapse in pain. This proved the connection was real. Still, Joseph insisted everything was psychological. The truth finally surfaced when a power outage caused Jane to disappear. They found burned ashes of a child and a demonic symbol burned into Jane's body. Joseph denied everything and expelled the team. Brian stayed behind and uncovered ancient records revealing a female demon cult, older than Christianity, and a burned girl named Avi, whose curse never ended. Joseph's obsession was finally revealed. David, the boy from the old footage, was his son. The experiment had already killed one child. Now it demanded another. In the final moments, Avi took full control. Christina and Harry were brutally killed. Joseph tried one last experiment, stopping Jane's heart to prove his theory. Brian killed Joseph to save her, but it was too late. Jane locked Brian away and set herself on fire, destroying herself and all evidence. Months later, Brian sat in custody, blamed for everything. With no footage left, no one believed him. As doctors watched, smoke rose from his hands and he began to laugh, because the experiment ended. But whatever they created never did.